Hey, my name's Erick Gonzalez, coming out of Systems Training Center, getting ready to go back into the cage with BAMMA for Badbeat 17. I fought the first time back in January, so I'm ready to get back in there. 2-0 right now, with a knockout, finishing my first fight. It's going to be October 2nd, so be there. It's going to be war. I'm very excited for this. I am fighting Eduardo Silva, a Brazilian guy. You know, he's fairly new to the States from what I know. I don't know much about him. Upset that he went 3-2 as an amateur, and he's going to be his first pro fight for BAMMA. Very excited for it. You know, coach gave me the call, and I told him I'd take whoever it was, no matter who it was. But you know, my coach does pick my fights very well, so it's always going to be someone that's going to be at my standard or even better than I am. So very excited for that. So you know, back in January, I did miss weight a little bit, and I felt really bad for that. It was a bad experience on my part. Did a little bit of stuff wrong, but I have learned a lot over this past following months. So coming into Badbeat 17, from work to here, I've learned to balance it very well. My diet's been a lot better. Won't have to worry about weight cuts or anything like that this time. So I'm just really excited for that, and it's a great opportunity. BAMMA, it's always a pleasure for you guys, and it's always a pleasure to give a show to all the fans. Building up as a professional fighter, you did get a lot more. You get a lot more people asking you what it's like, what it is, what do you do, how do you prepare yourself, and I've picked up a lot of fans over this past months, especially after the last BAMMA fight I had. It was a very good viewing, very good show. A lot of people there, very crowded. People kept coming up to me afterwards, trying to get a picture with me, and then following me on Facebook and all that stuff. Even at work, I'm always talking about I'll have a fight coming up, and all my coworkers are always asking me like, oh, when are you gonna have your next fight? I want to go. So it's been a very, very big opportunity for BAMMA and for myself, to be able to get a fan base that's going to be really well and very, very well mannered in every situation that they put in. The fight is about 3 weeks out, so a little less than that. And my main focus right now is just getting myself on the mat as much as I can. If I'm not working, I'm on the mat. I'm here at Systems, I'm doing what I can and putting in all the work. If I'm not at Systems, I'm not at work. I'm at the beach running, shadow boxing by myself, and really mentally preparing myself for this fight. Because every fight's always going to be a serious fight. There's never something that's not going to give you a challenge because you don't know what you're getting into. The guy could be working on something else and you're thinking he's working on this. So the mental preparation is my biggest thing, and it's always been my biggest thing, because you don't want to have any negativity or any of that stuff. You want to get all that negative energy out and just focus and keep yourself on a good mindset. I am coming out of Systems Training Center. My main coach is Ian Harris, and he's been all over us when it comes to training. If you're not here, he's not going to set you up with fights. That's his rule. It's a new thing, and we respect it. And as a fighter, you should be getting yourself on the mat every single day. Whether it's for an hour, 2 hours, doesn't even matter. But with the coach, I've been working a lot more, getting a lot more one-on-one time with him, doing a lot of pad work. He's definitely putting a lot more focus into me, seeing that I've been putting in a lot more work. I've been going to early classes with Eduardo for jiu-jitsu, and he's one hell of a guy to roll around with, and definitely learning a lot, picking up a lot. My striking and my ground game has definitely gotten a lot better since the last time I was in the cage. So hopefully I get to display all of it, and it's just a good 5-round war, 3-round war, no matter what it is. I would say a lot of the things that separate me from the fighters that are fighting for BAMMA right now, they're very, very tough competitors. You got Kevin Bloomstick, you got all these other guys that are at the top of their game right now, and I'm 2-0 right now, undefeated. And the thing that separates me from them is my mentality and my fighter instinct. When I get in there, I'm a different person. When I'm on the mat training, I'm always calm and collective, and once I get in the cage, I'm a different person. My animal instincts come out, and you can see it once I'm in there. I don't hold back. I leave it all in there, and I make sure that I leave with my hand up, and I make sure that I have you on the ground, and I'm pounding on you and just putting in work, because that's what it's about. You want to give a good show, and you don't want to ever leave anything in the cage. You want to leave it all in there and separate yourself from the guys that are hesitating to do what they want to do best. You got to get in there and just let it go, let your hands free, and let that person that brought you to the cage in the first place, just have that caveman animal instinct. That's what it's all about. All right, so I am 2-0, and I have a good fan base, and every time now that I'm coming back into the cage again for this third time, and coming out of 2 knockouts in a row, everybody that I know wants to see me fight. They're all like, dude, when's your next fight? Get me a ticket. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna bring, so-and-so friends, and everybody's stoked. They just want to see me get another knockout. I'm not gonna make promises, but I'm gonna do my best to do it. And it's always gonna be fun. Badbeat 17, October 2nd. You can catch all my buddies there. You're gonna catch all my teammates in there. We do have Maria and one of my other close friends, Albert Morales, that's gonna be fighting on that card. Very tough guy, and training with guys like that, who fought for Bellator, you can't go wrong. You got high-level guys coming in and training with us. So people are excited. My family's excited. I'm sure BAMMA's excited to have me back. It's gonna be a pleasure. It's gonna be fun. You can catch me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And my name is the Ghost Pepper MMA. Again, Ghost Pepper MMA. Follow me on there. You can follow all my daily weekly workouts, what I'm into, what I'm getting into. It's a lot of sports and a lot of MMA stuff. So all you MMA fans out there, give me a follow and check me out. It's gonna be a good road for BAMMA and for myself. And I want to thank them for taking me in for another fight. I'm very honored, especially from after the last fight where I gave a good show, but definitely didn't meet all the requirements that I should have met. But I've learned from it, and I'm ready to get the show on the road. All right, so it is Erick Gonzalez, aka the Ghost Pepper. If you want tickets, hit me up. Let me know. You know where to find me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. Doesn't matter. I will make sure to give you a reply back. So Ghost Pepper MMA. Let's do this. Badbeat 17, October 2nd.